Hey, good morning. Here we are, Tuesday, October 24th. My name is Boyd. We're doing a sports betting market report on OddsJam. Using OddsJam as a tool, we're going to go through the positive EV page, the arbitrage page, the odds screens, and just get an overall market look. We do this right before 7 a.m. Mountain Time or 9 a.m. Eastern Time because Sporttrade is a betting exchange. You can see the whatever direction that is, the QR code up in the corner there to get scanned and entered. It's in Colorado, New Jersey, and Colorado. Sport Trades is a betting exchange, sort of like this the stock exchange meets sports betting. So it's awesome. There's many different features to it, but OddsJam and Sport Trade go hand in hand. And so what I like to do is catch the opening of the market and see literally the open. As it adjusts at 7 a.m. So let's jump in first to a couple of the pages and take a look at the positive EV page, and we'll get this opened up and show you some of the plays that definitely want to hit first, and we'll see the odds screen come around. And here we go. Looks like we got it up and ready to roll. So here on the left-hand side is that percent edge, and then over on the right-hand side is the market width. Now this also this plus 150 is about my max for where I'd want to be on a dog pricing, and this market width is a little high for my liking. However, this is really good. This 5.52 is outstanding. So I would maybe downsize this a little bit. This is set up on a $5,000 budget Kelly criterion system with I think like a 1% risk factor type of a calculation in there. But this is another one we definitely take a look at. I like this, even though it's above the 150. What I like about this is this market width is good, and you have a nice percent edge here. And again, this is you're going up against Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sports book in the world. So what's nice about this is you're comparing them to Bet 365. So that's something that I really like. I was going to open this up, but I think I'm going to move it on down to another one that I identified a little bit earlier. And again, I would place all these. I would go in and place all these. Scroll down here. I found one that's kind of interesting. This player shots on goal. What I found is these guys are sort of asleep at the wheel early in the morning. I don't know if it's a shift change in the risk management team or what, but this is definitely an outlying price. Look at this, plus 110. Everybody else is, certainly way above that. And so we hit this as well earlier. All you got to do is go into your phone or your online, hit this, hit save, and it keeps it in your bet tracker. So when you do, 10, 15, 30 a day, it's definitely something you want to do. We're going to bump it on over to the arbitrage page and show you what's going on with that next. Arbitrage is something that's basically you can't lose. It really, where you place bets on both sides of a game. And this is going to open up for us here finally. And I don't do a lot of it, but I just want to open this page up and show you that the positive EV page is but here we have the arbitrage page, and it's just opening up a couple of at some point opens up. And what I want to do as well is show you sort of says browse lost connection. Okay. A couple of them here, you have a 2.18%. If you placed wagers at the Bet365 and FanDuel, you come away with a 2%. I think anything above 2% is pretty decent. You have a little bit of a close to 2% here on the Mississippi State game. So there's a couple of there. The fantasy optimizer screens, another one you can use, especially if you're doing like DFS type things. And what's nice about this is you can, across the top here, you can see you have underdog, parlay play, boom, flip, all these different platforms. And what this does, you can hit whatever platform you want to get the exact data from. And as this downloads, you'll be able to see how you can kind of cherry pick the the selections that show massive edges. As you can see here, On the left-hand side, you have the player name. You can also set this up per league. Um, so this tool really helps you put together platforms. You can choose to go in and just select particular, specific sports. So if you want to do that and just say you wanted to do football, you could. You could apply, and so it's a really cool thing because it'll give you all the data for whatever platform, whatever sport, whatever stat. You should do it per stat. So it's pretty wild. I'm starting to do it a little bit more. I mainly have been sticking with the mainline wagers and the main market. So college football. So I want to see what happens here when this opened up with Sporttrade, as we talked about when the market opens. Right, 7:02 is what I have here um, on the clock. So we'll go here and we'll open this up to week 8, I believe. Sometimes you have to let this thing download, so I apologize. I have several screens opened up here. And had them open earlier. Let's do this. Believe so. Maybe not. We already. Again, I apologize. This is going to go smoother if I try to do less. I think what I'm going to probably end up doing is just doing like a college football report, an NFL report, an NBA report, just to kind of keep this from having so much information trying to go through one spot. So here we go. All right, so this is where we want to be. This is going to open up if we can get the Sporttrade open up here. And now, as you can see, you can compare the best odds. So these guys, again, may be asleep at the wheel here. If you're getting 2.5 now, the question is, what's the value between 1.5 minus 130 versus 2.5 minus 104? You can see they have very, very low juice, very, very low juice. Because why would you go anywhere else? This is in Colorado, New Jersey. So again, if you're in Colorado, when you get signed up, use Boyd, STBOYD, ST when you get signed up, because you're gonna use this tool. You can trade in and out of game books. They allow you to do that sometimes, occasionally, but not all the time. So it's kind of frustrating. But these guys will and do it. It's pretty awesome, and you can certainly jump in and buy more if things are going really well. You can jump in and kind of it literally is a stock exchange with the sports betting. Again, this is nice because at 7 o'clock this opens up. You can also track and trace the line history. So if you open it up here, over on the right-hand side, you can see what the market kind of did. Now, there's not enough information just yet. It's early in the week, but this is something, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can really start to see the direction. And this is going to be a game that's happening today anyway. But it's kind of good to know where these other books are and Chris or bookmaker. So again, you find some outlier pricing anywhere else. That's definitely what you're going to do. And you can see here the color coding. So this is in real time. What this tells me is this line's going from minus 112 to minus 115. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's getting a little juicier on this side. So this seems to have more value. So if you could go find a 6, if you could find a +6, that'd be good. It may be tough to find, and sometimes you piece that together here by sliding their scale up to +6, if that makes medical sense. So you really want to make sure that the value is there at that number. But this is kind of looking like you'd be taking Western Kentucky plus the 5.5 or 6, just based on this starting to go that direction with the juice. So that'll be an interesting game to follow. I do want to jump over to the NFL real quick. And again, I apologize if this is going to be a little slow to move. But I do want to open that up and just take a quick peek. NBA starting today. We saw some movement on the Nuggets game. It was started at 4.5. That's probably a swing and a miss. I'm in late and miss all that value. Certainly 4.5 is different than 6 because you're looking at 4.5. You're looking at 2, however, way more complex because now you got to get 2 threes. 2.5 to 3 is not that big of a deal because it's the same, right? I mean, in the same situation. So we can talk about that as we get further into the NBA lines. But here's some of the NFL. You can see here where Sporttrade's a little bit, and you can see where you have to ask yourself, okay, is that 3.5 paying the minus 127 of where you want to be? And you can see here again the color coded movement as they're changing the pricing as it's happening in front of you. So again, you really get on the boat to determine what direction things are going. So this was +8, minus 109. Now it's down to 7.5. So if you see a +8 someplace, it's probably a good thing to jump on, and because it seems to be going that direction. So that's how I read that. That's how I would read that, and how I would hunt. If you wanted to get on this early, this line's probably only going to go down, and you're thinking, why? Why with this matchup? But you get a division rivalry, second time they played in a couple weeks. And if you start to do some of the market analysis with some of the fundamental analysis, you can kind of put together the reason why these lines might change. So B page is really where you can just go in here, and really what I do is market with, if it's a player prop, if it's under 30, I'm getting a nice 2.5 or higher value. Even some of the ones, I'll go down to the bottom here. And let me show you, there's still value all up and down this chart. I'm just kind of showing you the cherry picking selections. You can scroll all the way down here and find, mentioned there at -5. That's really good. I mean, but again, now your edge is perceived as being lower because that went the price change. So they kind of missed, again, early bird gets the worm, so to speak. Here's a nice market with an 18. Again, small edge, but again, you can downsize your bet. But what you can do, what I like to do, is I like to identify these bets that are you have people like this going up against people like this, and you have a nice market with, even though you don't have much percent edge. This is a bet that I kind of like, because let's just actually pop in here real quick just to show you an example. The one right below it's another example. You've got some public books with against the market making books, and even though the the perceived edge or the +120 is kind of standing out a lot. So you might go a small play here, but you're getting a nice value, getting a nice buy, especially when they're saying tip. And also another little tip here too: when these guys are typically the best pricing, it's typically the opposite that happens. I do like this play. And we'll take a look at it here, because sharpest, largest sports book in the world, if they're here, why are they so low? Why are they opening the door to get hammered there on this when everyone else and their brothers a lot higher? They're at a fair price here. These guys are just a little bit of an outlier, and I think this is a bit of a mistake. So I'm put a play in here on this, just because I think that's a bad thing. So we'll put the recommended amount. But I do like that one. So that's how you look, and that's how you do it. So again, so we're going to kind of stop it here, right? It's kind of the quick tour around, try to hit all the pages. I know it's a little slow on some of the uploads of information, but hopefully this report kind of gives you an idea of the tools and how to hunt. We'll go through this each morning, and identify some plays, show you where you want to be, where you don't want to be based on some of these things, and open up the rest of the tools that I'll actually have to show you, the bet tracker, and then all the other education that has at the site. So again, if you want to get signed up, make sure you use Boyd20, BOYD20. It's 20% off the first 2 months, and geez, yeah, NBA, NHL, college football, college basketball, NFL, all of it's going on right now. So make sure you get signed up. So appreciate you stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and stop on in same time, and we'll fire up this quick video for you.